Today, we're going to be reading Butterfly Cafe. Looking at the cover of this book, what do you think the story is going to be about? Do you have a plant at home that you take care of? Or that maybe your family members help you take care of? This book is about a girl that wants to open a butterfly cafe. With help from her mom, she grows plants to feed butterflies. Before we start, we're going to do a picture walk together to understand the story more. Open your book to the very first page. The title reads Butterfly Cafe. The book is written by Karen Mockler and Pamela Johnson. Let's turn the page again. What did the characters get in the mail? Seeds? Okay. What's it like outside to start the story? Kind of cold, looks like winter. Not really sure what month necessarily it is, maybe. What do characters want to do with what they got in the mail? So the characters want to plant them outside, but it's going to take a long time for them to be able to plant them outside. What should be the first letter in the word wait? W? Right. Find the word wait and point to it once you see it. Perfect. Alright, cover up the first and last letter of the word. What sound do those two letters make in the middle? Yeah, the long A sound. What do you expect the first letter of the word three to be? T? Alright, perfect. Find the word three and point to it so I know you found it. Yep, there it is. Alright. What's the first letter? T. Yep, because T and H make the th sound when they're next to each other. So what does it look like the characters are doing with the pots of soil and the seeds? Oh, okay, so they're planting them inside. Okay. Let's turn the page again. Why would the mom and daughter put the plants next to the window? Oh, because it's a bright window. Okay. So the sun helps them grow, right? Perfect. Find the word wait on page 9 and point to it for me. Perfect. What's that little dash at the bottom next to the letter T? What do we call that? A comma, right. What are we supposed to do once we see a comma? Take a breath, right? Alright, perfect. But now what are they doing with the pots? Oh, okay. It must be nice outside, so they're planting them outside now. That makes sense. That way the butterflies can come. Alright. We're going to stop there. So before we finish the whole book, let's try to guess what's going to happen with the rest of the story. The predictions will help us think about what's going on while we keep reading. Alright, so I'll go first. I'm going to make a prediction on what happens next based on things that I know right now. So, I don't think there's going to be a lot of butterflies at the cafe because it might still be too cold out for them to come out and they might still be huddled up somewhere warm. All right, now let's work together to make a prediction together. We can start with I think that, fill in what we think, and then say because, and then put in some information that we know that might have made us think that. So, what if no butterflies came to the cafe? Is there another insect that you might be able to see coming to the cafe? One that might like flowers, like a bee? Okay. So we think that bees will come to the butterfly cafe instead because bees like flowers. That makes sense. Alright. Let's take a look at some of the more difficult words. Alright. Some seeds will grow into shelter, but the shelter is not for us. I just want to make sure that you guys hear these words so that way when you're reading them, you can kind of understand how you would pronounce them. And then you can look at the sign reads Butterfly Cafe. Cafe is similar to a restaurant for people. So, because it's bolded, you can take a look towards the end of the book and see the glossary with the definitions of all the words. That way, in case you aren't sure, you can go check there. Now, you're going to find out whether or not butterflies came to the cafe. Okay? But before you can read on your own, we need to think. What should we do if we see a word we don't know? The word needs to make sense and look right, right? Okay. Try to read the word slowly, just like when you're spelling a word. Perfect. Let me see if I can find the word butterfly. Right next to cafe. Okay. So I'm going to slowly sound out the word fly. Butterfly. Just like that. All right? Now, let me hear you read.